Hello, Softboy Booth. Didn't show that anybody was viewing, so I hadn't started yet. But now that we've got someone in here, I can start with our Birdie Aviary trials. Hello. Let me turn off the music. Taking a quick 5 while everyone grabs food. Awesome. I'm not really expecting a lot of people today because there's a lot of stuff just going on in the world, but you know, thought it would just be nice to have a distraction. So here we are. Birds. Thank you. I got lazy today, so I just put it up. Last time we were here, we were trying to help the Prince of Spain. He's been accused of murdering a penguin who's also the King of France, I think. So we're gonna go... let's go to the Louvre first, because that's where he got murdered. Falcon and Sparrowson make their way to the Place du Carrousel, the courtyard just north of the Louvre's Grand Gallery. That's the Arc de Triomphe over there, right? I swear it's smaller than how I remember it. Wow, I can't read today. Great. That's the Arc de Triomphe du Carrousel, you doofus. The big Arc de Triomphe is up the road. What? No way. Why are there two? Because when a man like Napoleon invades half of Europe, he gets to build as many triumphal arches as he damn well pleases. Cocorico. Forgot about him. Well, well, well. I never expected to see you here, JJ. That arrogant voice. Good day, Severin. Let's be civil, JJ. Why don't you introduce me to your new assistant? Fine. Fine. Severin, this is Sparrowson, my assistant. Sparrowson, this is Severin Cocorico, the most pompous prosecutor in Paris. Oh, were you two old school friends or something? More like arch rivals. This is our, if we're Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright, then he is our... Oh no, I don't remember his name, but he's our rival. Please, JJ, I think arch rival implies some sort of competition. As I recall, we've met in court on 5 occasions, and on 5 occasions did you get humiliated terribly. I'm amazed a failing bird brain like you is still able to get clients. Actually, Severin, business has never been better. I'll have you know that I'm currently being employed by the Prince of Spain, no less. Prince of Spain? Juan Quierdo? Well, well, this is quite an amusing coincidence. Oh, don't tell me. Correct. I'm the prosecutor for the very same case. It is a pity that the Spanish prince will indubitably hang, but I suppose that is what he gets for hiring a bird brain to represent him. Don't call me bird brain. You're the only bird brain here, Severin. One always speaks badly when one has nothing to say. Voltaire. Uh-oh, he's giving you the verbal smackdown. Quick, Falcon, make a witty retort. Huh? Okay, yeah. A witty saying proves nothing. Edgeworth. Thank you. I couldn't remember Edgeworth's name. A witty saying proves nothing. Voltaire. Very good, JJ. A worthy riposte. But enough talk. If you messieurs would excuse me, I have a case to prepare for. JJ, Sparrowson, I'll see you two in court. Ugh, I can't stand that guy. He did seem like a bit of a cockerel. But is it true what he said? You know, how he trounced you in court 5 times? I can't deny it. Severin has a reputation as a ruthlessly thorough prosecutor. Mountains of evidence, surprise witnesses. It's no wonder he always manages to one-up me. But this time will be different, right? I hope so. I know so. For you see, I stole this annotated map of the Louvre out of Cocorico's pocket when he was busy rattling off Voltaire quotes. Sparrowson, we're already doing illegal stuff. That's pretty impressive. It's just a map. It's not worth anything. It's fine. Pretty impressive, actually. I swear you were standing 3 meters away the whole time. You tall birds are so busy with your head in the clouds that you don't even notice a small folk running around your feet. Pinching Cocorico's pocket was like taking candy from a very tall baby. Let's take a closer look. I see. This map shows the entire Louvre area. Everything from Tuileries to the Rue du Louvre, most convenient. We're currently standing here in the Palace du Carrousel. And those penned-in arrows seem to show the route taken by the king's entourage, which means that the king first went here, through the Salle de Tibre. Tibre? Dang it, French wasn't one of my languages. And then here into the Grand Gallery, where the murder occurred. Didn't Prince Juan say that he spent the morning in the Tuileries garden? That's right. So that means Prince Juan approached the Louvre from the west side somewhere over here. Sounds like we have a lot of places to visit. Where should we go first? We're here. So I'm gonna go here first. I have the hiccups immediately. Oh no. Our feather-headed friends wander through the immaculately maintained Tuileries garden. Nothing seems out of the ordinary until they spot a familiar face, picking up litter by a tree line. Hey, Falcon, doesn't that groundskeeper look familiar? Yeah, now that I'm looking at him, he does look a lot like that photographer. What's his name? Oh, crud. I think it's this one. Robito Rubino. Yes. This is the artist guy. Did someone call me? Oh, it's you. The lawyers who don't appreciate a masterful photograph when they see it. It's good that you gave up on your artsy dreams to pursue the more grounded career of groundskeeping. Hey, I'm not doing this willingly. I was given community service for committing perjury. Oh, back to D&D, have fun! Yes. Can you believe that? They gave me, an esteemed photographer, community service. Me. Yeah, I can believe that. Perjury is somewhat serious. You should be thankful that you got off without jail time. You sound just like that self-righteous Judge Maxime. So did you two want to ask me about something, or are you just here to guap? Personally, I'm just guapping. Actually, I do have a couple of questions, if you don't mind, Monsieur Rubino. Have you met Prince Juan? I don't suppose you've bumped into a Spanish fox who goes by the name of Prince Juan, have you? A Spanish fox? No, I've never met anyone like that. If this is about that assassination attempt on the king, then you're asking the wrong person. I only started working here today. I see. Was there anything else you wanted? Well, how's groundskeeping going? So how's that new groundskeeping job working out? Terrible. Tourists are pigs, sometimes literally. Look at all this rubbish I've found. Beer bottles, tin cans, apple cores. And look what I picked up by the west entrance. A book page. A whole book I could understand, but a single page? What kind of blithering moron loses just one page? You'd be surprised that books will just lose pages if they're poorly bound. Wait a moment. May I take a closer look at that, monsieur? Don Quixote. That's a page from Don Quixote. May I take it off your hands, monsieur? Sure. What's it worth to you? What's it worth? It's trash. It's literally worthless. Then I'll be destroying it as per my duties. Alright. I suppose you deserve a little compensation for your trouble. How about you give me the page and... I'll speak with Judge Maxine. There you go. I'll speak with Judge Maxine. I'll put in a good word and might be able to get your sentence reduced. Really? You'd do that for me? Thank you, monsieur. I would really appreciate that. Here, take the page. Page 44 of El Ingenioso Hidalgo Don Quixote de la Mancha has been added to your evidence folder. Did you want to ask something else? Nope, that's it. That's all. We'll let you get back to your work, Monsieur Rubino. Alright, let's go here? So this is the Salle du Tibre. Debre? If I understand Cocorico's notes correctly, this is the room the king and his entourage stopped in before heading to the Grand Gallery. This room doesn't seem to be very popular. I don't see anyone around to interrogate. Interview. Right. Interview. Well, since it's quiet, maybe we should take the opportunity to do a little snooping. What would be the point? Surely all the interesting evidence would be in the Grand Gallery where the murder took place. Think about it, Falcon. The police would have already gone over the Grand Gallery with a fine-toothed comb. But I bet that numbskulled Inspector Voltaire didn't even check to look for clues in this room. There might be a murder weapon just under our beaks. Your logic seems a little questionable, but it wouldn't hurt to have a look, I suppose. So, what's over here? A supporting column. It's holding the roof up. If the column were truly supportive, it wouldn't hold the roof up. It would encourage the roof to get to its location on time. God, I love this game. Okay. This is some sort of ceremonial container. It's beautifully crafted, but what did it contain? Maybe it's an arcane wine cabinet. Ooh. Don't be so ignorant, Falcon. This is a sacred Mesopotamian artifact gifted to Emperor Hadrian for his victory at Euphrates in 123 AD. Stop making stuff up. You and I both know nothing about Mesopotamia. Alright. You got me. This could be a hippo's chamber pot for all I know. I see a cabinet full of engraved plates, mostly bronze. How much do you think they're worth? I don't know. 300 francs apiece, at least. What? Are you serious? I'm in the wrong profession. I don't think archaeology works as a get-rich-quick scheme, Sparrowson. Who said anything about archaeology? I'm going to become a museum robber. I'm going to steal the Declaration of Independence. Oh. Well, that's one way to get rich quick. Anything else? Ooh. These columns have designed to look Roman. I think the style is iconic. It's not iconic, Falcon. Irony is when a character says something, but the reader knows it means something completely different. That's not... Never mind. That was Iconic. I don't know. I'm not sure what this is. Some sort of stand or podium? Maybe it's just a decorative piece. It's a Roman doorstop. Roman doors were enormous marble slabs, so the doorstops had to be similarly large in order to stay in place. I don't think that's right. My uncle's a Roman historian. Trust me. A shiny copper urn. I guess it's used for carrying water, or cremated remains. Probably not both at the same time. Oh. It smells good. Don't sniff the exhibit, Sparrowson. No, really, the urn smells amazing. It's almost chocolatey? Oh, you poor thing. You're hallucinating from hunger. Would you like to stop at a bakery on our way back to the office? Don't patronize me, Falcon. My nose never lies. I'm telling you, there's something in here. I can feel it. Now you're touching the exhibit? That's definitely a no-no. See? Look what I found in the urn. Oh. Put that down, Sparrowson. That's someone's old rubbish. No, look, it's a chocolate wrapper. Judging by the smell, the chocolate was bitter and dark. 70, perhaps 80% cocoa. Belgian in origin. Holy moly, this bird's nose. The level of wrapper crumpling and the firmness of the chocolate residue indicate this was discarded just a few days ago. Holy moly! Yes, I am certain. The chocolate contained in this wrapper was undoubtedly consumed on the 7th of January. That's today! Oh, that's fun! The day of the murder. Oh, that's less fun. Oh, I should have waited until tomorrow to play this. Mon Dieu, Sparrowson, you deduced all of that from smelling the wrapper? Imagine what I could work out if I tasted it. That won't be necessary. Sparrowson, if you could apply this level of critical thinking to areas outside of food, you could be the world's greatest detective. If only all evidence were edible. So do you have any idea which shop this chocolate was purchased from? That might help us track down the person who consumed it. No, there's no possible way we could know that. I suppose we'll have to just visit every confectioner in town and sample every bit of merchandise for comparison. What a chore. Interesting, because I can see Lander Hagelslack's Chocolate Emporium written on the wrapper. Holy moly, what a name. Well, you can't blame a bird for trying. Chocolate wrapper has been added to evidence. And I think that's all the evidence. We're done here, for now at least. We can't spend all day staring at Roman artifacts, I suppose. So where to next? This one? Ah, porcupine! Here we are, the Grand Gallery, the murder room. I believe the murder occurred right under the new painting. I see hundreds of paintings. Which one's the new one? I haven't the foggiest. We'll have to ask someone. Oh, please don't talk to me. Please don't talk to me. Excuse me, monsieur. You look like you know your Mona Lisas from your last suppers. I don't want any attention. Maybe he isn't talking to me. Nope, he's definitely talking to me. Keep it together, Eric. Oh, hi. Would you happen to know which painting was unveiled on the 7th of January? The one the king came to visit? Oh, yeah, I can help you with that. It's the piece right behind you. Oh, look at this dapper bird. Ah, I see. It's a painting of the king himself. That's one noble-looking penguin. What do you think of it, Falcon? What do I think? I'm no art critic, but it's subtle, nuanced. The careful brushstrokes, the pre-Raphaelite soft tones, and the subliminal use of light. This is contrasted, nuanced work. It's an evocative painting that alludes to a forgotten era. You said a lot of words, but I'm not sure if I'm any closer to knowing your opinion. I'm getting the opinion that you messieurs aren't regulars at art galleries. No. We're a right pair of Philistines. Speak for yourself, Falcon. I've never been to the Middle East. Then I'm guessing you're here to investigate the king's assassination attempt? That's right. We were actually hoping we could ask you a couple of questions about what you saw. Oh, I wasn't even in Paris when the murder took place. Didn't see anything. But, I have a friend who might be able to help you out. What's this? R&M Associates. The home of Renard Volpes. Volpes? Private investigator. Thank you, but I don't normally deal with these gray area of the law types. No, please give this guy a chance. He helped me out of a bind before, and I'm sure he can do the same for you. Well, I'm not making any promises, but I'll keep a hold of the card. We appreciate the help in any case. It's no trouble. Business card's been added to my evidence folder. Thank you for your time, monsieur. Is there anything else we can do here? Well, ideally, we would turn the whole Grand Gallery upside down and hunt for evidence. But that's not possible with so many people around. We should probably just move to another room. I think I touched all the things. Are we all done here? Yeah, I think I touched everything. We can always come back later if we've forgotten something. Yeah, I think I touched everything there. So now I can go to the chocolate shop and R&M Associates. Oh, good, and that one won't take all day. Let's go there first, because it won't take all day.
Ooh, customers!
Hello, mouse. Hello? Is this the office of Renard Volpes?
Ah! It's you two!
Mousy? What are you doing here?
Oh, this is where I work. See? R&M, Renard and Mousy, Monsieur Renard Volpes, and I carry out all sorts of investigations together. Although, to be completely honest, it's normally Monsieur Volpes who chooses which cases to take on.
I see. Well then, can we speak with Monsieur Volpes?
Oh, I'm afraid that won't be possible. See, Monsieur Volpes is on vacation right now. He's visiting his father in England.
England?
But he's set to return in a week or two. Maybe you can come back then.
That's no good to us. Our case will be over by then. There's nothing to be done about it. I suppose we'll come back later. Okay. I've already been to the Louvre, so I don't need to go there. I do need to go to the shop because I have the rose that killed the guy, but I also need to go to the chocolate place. I'll go to the chocolate place first. Big boy! Welcome to Lander Hagerschlag's Chocolate Emporium, the finest Belgian chocolate in all of Paris. I am Lander Hagerschlag, the founder and owner of this establishment. And I am J.J. Falcon, defense attorney. Good day, monsieur. Oh, lawyers, very fancy. I must say that I once dreamed of being a lawyer, but, well, circumstances wouldn't allow it. It's a funny story. You see, when I was a young boy, my father took me into the city. Okay, I befriended the son of a Hungarian attorney. Falcon, you have to help me. What is it? It's the smell, Falcon. It's overpowering me. It's demanding that I lay waste to the shop. For pity's sake, restrain yourself, Sparrowson. Oh, but I'm rambling, aren't I? So you monsieur is here to buy some chocolate? Yes. No. We're actually here on business, monsieur. Business? First things first, we believe that this chocolate wrapper originated from your shop. Are we correct? Oh, yes, that is indeed the trademarked Hagerschlag wrapper for genuine Belgian Hagerschlag chocolate. Wow, say that 5 times fast. This was almost certainly bought from this very establishment. Very good. With that established, there's something else we wish to ask Monsieur Hagerschlag. Who bought it? Do you know? Elephant Boy is my favorite now. He's a good dude. Can you tell us who bought the chocolate that was contained in this wrapper, Monsieur Hagerschlag? I'm afraid not, messieurs. Not just because of matters of confidentiality, although that is a factor, you understand, but because I couldn't possibly know that. I thought elephants never forget. That's racist, Sparrowson. My memory is impeccable. Just kidding, no it's not. Impeccable, monsieur, but you must understand that I have dozens of customers a day. There are hundreds of people who could have potentially bought this particular item. Huh. So your memory is good, but you need further information. If I were to give you the description and name of a person, would you be able to tell us whether they purchased something from you? Oh, yes. I could probably do that, monsieur. Let me think. Who to ask about? Well, we gotta ask about the prince. Oh, crud. We did this in the wrong order. Have you ever served Juan Quierdo, the Prince of Spain? A Prince of Spain? No, monsieur. Well, that's good to hear. Our clue would have been turned into a dead end if our own client turned out to be the chocolate fiend. I did once serve a princess from Mali, if that's any help. You see, I met the girl while hiking through the Himalayas. Please stop. Let me think. Who to ask about? Yeah, I don't think I... did the right thing. The dead frog is my favorite. Oh no. Well, I could ask about the dead frog, but I don't think that'll help in this mission. Let's ask about them. What about this person? No, monsieur. What do you think? Yeah, I don't think I met the right person yet. Dang it. Okay, did I already ask about the porcupine? Have you ever served a porcupine art aficionado named Eric Pork? Rest easy, everyone. Steve Smith scored a 100. Well, you see, the thing about cricket is that I don't understand it, but apparently that's very good. No, monsieur. Messieurs, I am growing tired of these endless inquiries. Perhaps you should come back another day. Crud, yeah, I didn't encounter the chocolate. Dear Frog is not very froggers. No, you were right the first time, Dan. Rather than coming back here every day making aimless guesses, we should wait until we have something specific in mind. Yeah, I messed up. Thank you for your time, Monsieur Hagelschlag. We shall come return when our investigation has progressed a little. Progressed? Wow. Anytime, messieurs. Okay, crap. I did this the wrong day, but it's okay because I got lots of time. I do need to go here. The pair arrive at Le Hall? Market. We arrived at the market. Vendors and buskers, performers and thieves, bourgeoisie and peasants all bustle from place to place. Prince Juan said he met a flower girl here. Signe, I think he said her name was. There's a swan with flowers over there. Do you think that's her? I think so. It's possible that she knows the murderer, or even that she is the murderer herself, so we should probably act with tact and finesse. Excuse me, Mademoiselle Flower Lady, we'd like a word! God, Sparrowson is not tactful. Tact, Sparrowson. Tact, we've been over this. Oh, look at this pretty birdie.
Good day, messieurs. Are you interested in purchasing a flower?
Yes, I wish to purchase a rose from milady.
I'm afraid I'm all out of roses. I sold my last one a week ago. Perhaps you'd be satisfied with a chrysanthemum instead?
Wow, first try. Feeling good on that. 'Tis a beautiful flower from a fair maiden. Ah, Sparrowson, you're gonna cringe me to death. Please don't mind Sparrowson. He fell out of his nest as a baby and has said dumb things ever since. Hey! Let me introduce myself. I am J.J. Falcon, defense attorney. Are you Mademoiselle Signe?
That's right. Catherine Marie Signe. I suppose you're here to ask about the royal assassination attempt?
How did you know?
I'm no fool, monsieur. I know that a rose I sold was used as the worder weapon. To be honest, I'm surprised it's taken so long for someone to directly question me.
Dan, are you simping over the goose? I mean, the swan? Daniel! The Parisian police seem to have a habit of missing obvious leads. So, do you mind if we ask you a couple of questions?
Business is slow. Please, ask away.
Who bought your last rose? Mademoiselle. Oh, gosh. Anahita the Ganassi. Thank you so much for following. I really appreciate it. Oh my gosh, I am 10 away from hitting affiliate, and I'm so excited. I'm very excited. Man, who'd you sell it to? And then welcome to Aviary Attorney. This is a super fun point-and-click adventure, kind of a story. It's fun. Having a good time.
The person who bought the rose, I didn't catch his name, but he was a charming red fox.
Sounds like our Juan.
I met him around a week ago, on the 6th.
Which is yesterday. This game is taking place January like 8th, I think, in the game. Look, Beastar Season 2 is out soon, okay? Bird's gonna burn. Oh no, Dan's an aviary.
We talked for a little while about the usual things, you know, like how everyone seems to be in debt these days.
Oh boy.
Then he bought a rose and left.
Ashley recommended me. Thank you so much, Ashley. I appreciate it. And I appreciate you. Do you prefer Anna or any specific way to be referred to you?
hear that the fox is on trial, but to be honest, monsieur, I don't really think he's guilty.
Oh? Why's that?
Well, actually, never mind. It's just a gut feeling.
Just a little bit of pressure. Mademoiselle, it so happens that we're defending this particular fox in the court... Oh, God. Anna is fine. Okay, perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Anna. I appreciate it. Oh, if you'd like, you can join us at the Discord. If you have something that could prove his innocence, now would be the time to let us know.
I'm sorry, messieurs, I can't.
Ah, dang it, come back.
Damn.
Nice display of tact and finesse, Falcon. You scared her off. The Swan obviously knows something crucial about the case. We need to get to the bottom of whatever it is. Agreed, but I don't think she'll be in the mood to tell us anything else. I know. Why don't we try acting with a little more tact and finesse next time? Well, I was as tactful and finessey as I could be. Oh god, I don't remember. We'll go here before we go back to the Chocolate Emporium. Really, Falcon? I thought you were done with your mopey drinking. I'm not here to drink Sparrowson. Or mope, for that matter. Taverns are a fantastic hub of information. If we wish to learn more about this Prince Juan, then this would be the ideal place to start asking questions. Oh, that's pretty good thinking. Hi, Stray! Thanks for tuning in! How are you doing today? Quenelle. Ah, you two are back! Are you feeling any better, Falcon? Much better. Thank you for asking, Madame Quenelle. Ah, it's great to hear, hun. Will it be the usual? No, I'm back to investigative work today, so I've got to keep sharp. We wanted to know if you've seen a Prince of Spain around here recently. Prince of Spain? I don't know if you noticed, hun, but this isn't exactly the classiest pub in Paris. Just got off the phone spending money? Why are you spending money on the phone? I'm lucky to serve the occasional bourgeoisie. You can forget about seeing a member of royalty. That's a pity. Maybe I should ask some of your patrons. Feel free. The old regulars, Rufus and Powell, are playing cards in the attic, same as always. But we get all sorts of colorful characters in the drinking room. Bet if you rattled enough cages, you'd find someone who knows whatever it is you want. Spending money isn't very poggers. Oh, it's for comics. Okay, well that's pretty poggers. Thank you, madame. Let's see where to start. Let's go to the drinking room. We'll work our way up. Did you get anything good? So there I was. Oh, I was gonna vine, and then I decided not to. So there I was, in the grasslands, 10 kilometers downriver, rifle in hand. I had been pursuing the set of footprints for an hour. I was getting closer and closer. I could almost smell the beast. Then I spotted it. It was a boar. A big, stupid boar, completely oblivious to my existence. I readied my gun. I carefully took aim. And then BAM! You shot it? No, it was the most peculiar thing. The boar slumped over dead right before I could take the shot. Sounds like one of them heart attacks. Me nan went the same way. That's what I thought, but when I went to take a closer look, I noticed the boar was frothing at the mouth. Oh. Sadly, yes, bye-bye paycheck. Well, you know, you got that sweet, sweet stimmy, so maybe you got that going for you still? Whoa! Was it rabbit? Possible, but I don't think so. I remember reading something about frothing around the mouth as a symptom of poisoning. Smart. Needless to say, I left the dead animal alone. Good call. Who wants to deal with tainted meat? Let's ask about the boar. Excuse me, monsieur. Yes, can I help you? You say that the beast you were tracking might have died from poisoning. Could you give us further details? Further details? I'm not much of a poison expert, I'm afraid. No, that's gone as well. Gotta keep the economy running. That's right. It's a stimulus for a reason. Well, what do you think caused it? I would guess that he ate something bad. I saw some of that poisonous plant around. Wolfsbane, I think they call it. But really, I have no idea. I'm a hunter, not a vet. Excuse me. Yeah, ask about Prince Juan. Excuse me, monsieur? Yeah, did you get a PS5 stream? Okay, hold on a second. Ah. Okay, back. What is it? I don't suppose you've seen a Juan Quierdo around here. He's Spanish royalty. Foxy fellow, swanky hat, calls everyone senor. That doesn't sound familiar. Do you recall seeing anyone like that, Piero? Ain't got a clue. Sorry, messieurs, you're barking up the wrong tree. Well, what can you tell us about the Spanish royal family? Do we look like walking encyclopedias or something? I'm afraid my compadre has a point. If you want to talk about hunting, then I'm your man. But Spanish royalty? That sounds like a question to be answered at the library, monsieur, not a tavern. A library? Maybe you're right. Sorry for bothering you, monsieur. Let them be. Let's give them some peace. Alright, card room. Big boys, okay. Come on, Powell. Just one more game of Jacques Noir, which is blackjack. The library, yes. A when brand new... What is... Shop air scrubber, what is that? Like a air filter? Absolutely not. My wallet is hurting enough as is. Please, I'll even let you deal this time. The answer is no, Rufus. I'm skint. If you want to play cards, you'll have to ask someone else. Fine, I'll ask that big fellow. Excuse me, monsieur. Yes, you, monsieur. Would you care to play some Jacques Noir? Absolutely, I'd love to play some Jacques Noir. Yeah, pretty much an air. Okay, cool. Sweet, sweet, clean air. Very well. Do you know how to play? I think I know how to play blackjack. Yes. You've been playing for years. Yeah, right. Don't get cocky, Falcon. But air scrubber sounds fancier and makes me feel better about the money. You're right. And it's, for, you know, keeping you safe at home. Very good. I'll be the dealer. We'll bet 5 francs per game. Here we go. Okay. Go for 21. Yes, I do know how to play blackjack. So that's a 5. Hit? 9, yeah. Oh, stand. 20 feels good. If this dude gets 21, I'll be upsetty spaghetti. Yes! Well played, monsieur. Here's your payout. Ooh. I don't think I'm gonna get any information from them. But I do like the feeling of a little bit of gambling, so I'll do one more. Yeah, I got 55 francs. I'll one more. Okay. Upsetty spaghetti. I got 4. I won! Oh my god! Oh, this is setting off all the good parts of my brain. That's great. No, we're not doing another round. I'm aware of no. Okay, I think that's all the info I can get out of this. Yes, let's go. Okay. I know if I go back to the chocolate shop, I think I can... Oh! Occasionally, special cinematic scenes marked by an exclamation mark will pop up on the map screen. These cinematic scenes are only available for 1 day before disappearing, but they take no time to visit. Beautiful. Their viewing is entirely optional. We're gonna view it. That's gonna be radical. We're gonna go to La Loupe. Oh, fancy. A storm is brewing, my brother. Word of the royal assassination attempt has spread. The proletariats grow confident. The bourgeoisie are cowering. It won't be long before we have rioting. And then, a revolution. Uh-oh. We've already been to the Louvre. Oh, the library. Here. Is this where we get ASMR while I just whisper right into the mic?
Here for a little light reading, are we? Not quite, Sparrowson. I'm following the hunting beagle's advice. Don't eat poison bark. The other piece of advice, that if we want to learn about a member of royalty, we should hit the library. Oh, that makes sense. Say, Falcon, I've been meaning to ask, since we're in a library and all, are you a classic literature fan, or do you prefer more modern works? Reading is not for squares, but I like the classics. You know, Alain René, Lesage, Cerebrillion Fee, that sort of thing. Don't try to act smart. I saw you reading a book of naughty limericks the other day. There once was a man from Nantucket. You didn't think I would notice because you put a dull-looking slipcover over it, but I knew, Falcon. I knew. We're in a library, soft boy, so I'm whispering. Oh, crud. I didn't need to be whispering yet. Would you, messieurs, mind lowering your voices? I can hear your squawking from the other side of the building.
You know what? I'm done. I'm done doing ASMR. It makes your brain feel icky? Oh no, I'm sorry. My apologies, monsieur. We'll keep it down. Wait, you're a librarian, aren't you? An astute observation. Yes, monsieur. As the only quiet person in the library, I am most assuredly the librarian. Well, now that we have your attention, my friend wants to ask you something. I do? Oh, right, I do. Tell us about Spanish monarchy. You seem like a scholarly, well-read individual. I'm sure you're up to date on geopolitical news and the like. No, I'm not used to whispering because libraries aren't like that anymore. You just use a regular inside voice and you're fine. Yes. I don't need your praise. Spit out whatever imbecilic question is in the back of your throat. Ooh. I wish I could be mean at work. No, I don't. I like where I work. Well, we understand that the Spanish throne is currently under dispute. Can you give us a brief rundown on who the contenders are? You've never been to my library, Stray. It's the loudest library on the planet. Yeah, especially, like, they're academic libraries. If it's not, like, a college library, it's just a bunch of teenagers running around and just being loud. What a trivial question. Even an elementary school child can name the immediate heirs of every throne in Europe. What? What are you learning? Audio? Is my audio bad? What happened? What's wrong with my audio, Ashley? Oh. Walking feet? Yes. Because you can't say, if kids are running in the library, if you say no running, all they hear is running, and they will continue to run. But if you say walking feet, they will then recognize that for some reason, and they will slow down. It's I don't know why it works. Yeah, but, no, okay. Scream audio at the children. I've never screamed audio. I will scream volume or like, hey, stop touching each other or get out of their laps. Like, teenagers are just like puppies. They all want to climb on top of each other. And I'm like, stop, please. It's inappropriate here. Yeah, but for the sake of those children who slept through that class, can you refresh our memories? AMC's the walking feet. Very well, pay attention because I'm not repeating myself. The current reigning monarch of Spain is Queen Regent Isabella II of the House of Bourbon, daughter of King Ferdinand VII. Upon her death, the crown would likely fall to her husband, King Consort Francis, Duke of Cadiz. Cadiz? Cadiz. Although it is certainly possible that an immediate family member should stake a claim. However, the Queen's position is currently being disputed by the Carlists, headed by the Count of Montemolan. Montemolan? Sure. I hope that answers your question. Did you catch all of that, Sparrowson? Not a word. Monsieur, we're actually interested in Prince Juan Quierdo of Spain. I don't think I heard that name in your explanation. A Prince Juan Quierdo? Is that what you said? Monsieur, I think you've been misinformed. There is no current Prince of Spain, and I'm not even sure Quierdo is a real name. It's certainly no line of Spanish monarchy. How strange. What does that mean, Falcon? That I have hiccups. Well, one thing for sure, our client is not the Prince of Spain. Maybe he's a delusional lunatic, or perhaps he's involving us in some sort of con. We don't have long before the trial, but it may be in our interest to confront Juan directly to get some answers. Right. Are you two quite done chit-chatting? Tell us about Don Quixote, baby! I borrowed this book from a friend. What can you tell us about it? Don Quixote of La Mancha? It's a classic. Everyone's read it. Yeah, everybody, but for those who haven't. I'm not going to sit here and summarize a great work of literature for two imbeciles who are too lazy to read. That's why we made Spark Notes, baby. Nor would I expect you to, monsieur. But what can you tell us about this physical book itself? This particular book didn't come from any library, if that's what you're asking. See? There's no library stamp or card. I assume it was acquired from a bookshop, a French bookshop, if the French translation and publishing information wasn't a giveaway. I see. Thank you. Did you have any questions, or can I get back to work? That's all. You mean donkey. I am cashing out my hydrate points that don't exist for the hiccups. So, see, the bad thing is, I'm drinking Sprite, baby. So it's just more hiccups. Don't worry, monsieur. I think we're done here. Thanks for your time. Then I bid you a good day. Okay. I know I need to go to the Chocolate Emporium. Don't think I need to go there again. But I will go to the concierge. Vodka and Sprite? No, this is just a regular old Taco Bell Sprite. Steve Smith just JoJo posed mid-game? No way! Cricket is an anime. Maybe I'll watch Cricket. You again. Visiting hours are over. Come back later. I have no time for your quibbling, monsieur. Stand aside. You can't talk to me like that. I most certainly can. We have reason to believe that you are housing a suspect under false pretenses, and that is in direct violation of Statute 204B and 488C of the French Criminal Code of Justice. Failure to comply with our request may result in you, yes, you, monsieur, being held directly responsible for any consequential legal action. All right, no need to break out the legalese on me. I'll go open the cell. Wow, Falcon, how did you memorize those criminal codes? Memorize? Come on, Sparrowson. Learn how to bluff. Ashley writing slogans for Taco Bell. Taco Bell Sprite, bubbly tonight. Taco Bio. Taco Bell open 7 days. Ah, Senor Falcon. It is good to see you again. You have some good news about my case, I hope. I'm gonna confront politely, because I'm a bird-man of class. Listen, Juan. In order to maximize our chances of a successful trial, I need to know every bit of information. I can't work with half-truths. If you tell me one thing and the prosecution's evidence tells me another, then we're both in trouble. What a typo. Taco Bell. Ooh, so mad. Taco Bell.
I'm afraid I don't quite follow, senor.
You have Taco Bell in Australia? I don't think you get confused.
Do you want me to spell it out for you? I know that you are not the Prince of Spain. I know that your name is not Juan Pierdo.
Where is this coming from? I assure you, senor, I am who I claim to be. If you want your trial to be a farce, then you don't need my help. Come, Sparrowson. We're leaving. Wait. Calm yourself, Monsieur Falcon. I'll reveal all. Did you just say monsieur? What happened to your Spanish accent? Taco Bay. Your suspicions are well placed. Juan Quierdo is not my real name, and I am not a Spanish prince. That was just a persona I concocted for the purpose of getting arrested. Why would you want to get arrested? You're putting me in a difficult position, monsieur. If I tell you the full story, I'll be putting someone else in danger. How about this? I'll tell you a story. I like stories. There was a girl, a mademoiselle who was in a great deal of debt. Everyone has debt these days, monsieur. Indeed. But this particular mademoiselle was indebted to a very powerful man, and that man wished to collect. The mademoiselle had no means of paying, so the man offered her a deal. Murder this man, and I will forget what you are owed. Refuse, and I will reap what I am owed from your parents. Well, Smith just got out. That was an amazing batting. Cricket, not appropriate. Gonna get lunch. Have fun getting lunch, Dan. Have fun and use protection. What? For lunch? What are you saying he's gonna do to a burrito? Oh, I forgot I was gonna do this. Hold on. Wait. Here we go. Haha! There we go. With no alternative options, the mademoiselle accepted. But another man, a gallant knight with foolish, archaic notions of chivalry, heard the mademoiselle's story. The knight knew that the murder was inevitable, but he saw a way to take the fall in the mademoiselle's place. Do you understand what I'm saying, monsieur? I understand. To be honest, it wasn't the subtlest of allegories. Storytelling was never my strong suit. But I'm glad you're seeing things from my perspective. Hopefully that sheds some light on the situation. If I may ask, monsieur, why did you just not go to the police with the information that you had? The police are not always an option. What is a man to do when the justice system itself is the problem? I'll let you know when I can figure it out, monsieur. Dwell on it. Perhaps we could talk about something else in the meantime? You're gonna need so many bonk icons here. I have all the bonk power, Ashley. I am the bonk. Do I give Stray modding powers for the memes? What's your real name? So what is your real name? What's in a name? It's just an empty label, a vapid reflection of who we really are. You have to change your username from I couldn't find a free name to I changed my name to Bonk. Today, I am Juan Quierdo, Prince of Spain. Tomorrow, I may be Bruno Mars, a pauper living under a bridge of the Seine. But that doesn't change who I am or what I do. That didn't really answer my question. No, I suppose it didn't. But you're a smart bird, Monsieur Falcon. I suspect that you already know my real name. Oh, I know this dude's real name. You are Renard Volpez, private investigator. Volps? Very astute. And you are Monsieur Falcon, defense attorney. But that wasn't always your real name, Monsieur Falcon. What? Just like me, you know how to adopt a new persona on a whim. You changed your name, Falcon? I didn't know that. This isn't about me. Juan. Renard. Monsieur, we're trying to uncover the truth here. Of course. So what truth is it that you are attempting to uncover, Monsieur Falcon? The truth of my hiccups, oh god. Help. I don't feel like we've learned very much. Oh, Monsieur Falcon, before I forget, could you find Mousy and ask him whether the birds have successfully flown south for the winter? Whether the birds have flown south? What is that, some sort of code? Something like that. But rest assured, Monsieur, that this does directly pertain to the case. Well, if we have time, I'll be sure to let Mousy know. Let's make a move, Sparrowson. Trial day's approaching. No, it's okay. I'm gonna keep sipping on my delicious Taco Bell Sprite. Oh, dang it. Oh, no. Yeah, I messed up. Falcon, what are you doing? It's trial day. No, I have to talk to the mouse first. Oh, crud. Oh, I messed up. I think I messed up a day. It's okay. Once again, Falcon find themselves waiting outside the doors of the Tribunal de Grande Instance. Are you feeling nervous, Falcon? Yes, I think I messed up. Of course I'm nervous. What have we learned about Prince Juan? What do we know about the real murderer? Nothing. Easy there, Falcon. We can do this. Senor Falcon, I trust everything is in order. Treason it is. What? What's the treason? Absolutely. I have every intention of bringing the truth to light this trial. Ah, such confidence. That's magnificent to see. And bringing the truth to light, you say? An admirable goal. No more jousting and imaginary giants. Ah, it's a Don Quixote reference. Oh, you cease your yammering. The door's opening. Here we go. Buena suerte, Senor Falcon. I keep thinking that's some fancy alert. No, sorry. I don't have any fancy alerts set up yet. I should. Maybe I'll do that after the stream. I'll try and make OBS actually work. I must go early tomorrow. I'll tell you more about the awesomeness of Age of Calamity later. You must go early tomorrow? Oh, like go in early. Oh, okay. Well, thanks for stopping in, Stray. I appreciate it. We're ready. Because I think I'm going to go through this trial and then I'll stop for the night. JJ? Severin? Nervous? Why would I be nervous? I'm not nervous. I'm as calm as a cuckoo. You're the nervous one. This whole courtroom is nervous. Whoa, cool your feathers, Falcon. Terrible. You can't even maintain a stoic facade. I thought this trial would be the perfect opportunity for you to redeem your previous embarrassments. But if this is how you act before the trial has even started... Why, you pompous-tailed posture perfect... Hey, who are you? Order. Order. Let's all settle down. Court is in session. Psst, Falcon. What is it? Is it me, or does the primary judge look hairier today? A little bit. That's a different judge to the one who resided over Dame Cataline's trial, you doofus. Oh, still, it's a little strange, isn't it? Foggy, Mama. It is a little, I suppose. Excuse me, Your Honor. I was under the impression that Judge Maxine would be residing over the case. Where is he? Judge Maxine has gone in a temporary sick leave due to a terrible accident with a flight of stairs. Well, that's not sinister at all. But rest assured, assessors, prosecutor, defense, and members of the jury, I am more than qualified to fill his shoes. Without further ado, let's get this show underway. This is the trial of Prince Juan Quierdo, who stands accused of murdering Major Howell and of conspiring to murder the king himself. Roll call. The defense is present and ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Good. Very good. I expect this to be a nice, speedy trial. I don't want to see this dragged out by technicalities and bureaucracy. Well said, Your Honor. I expect that, once the court sees the overwhelming evidence, this trial will be over in 5 minutes. 5 minutes? He's just messing with your head, Falcon. Keep it together. So we're all on the same page. Excellent. Prosecutor, please call your first witness to the stand. Very well. I call the police officer who investigated the crime scene. I call upon Inspector Just Voltaire. Step up to the stand, Inspector, and recite the oath. I don't remember what voice I gave this guy, but I don't think I'm going to do it again. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Please recite your name and occupation for the court record. My name is Inspector Just Voltaire. I am a servant to the law, a scourge to the gutter rats. That will do, Inspector. We've all heard your monologue before. Whoa! Cocorico's really going for a speed record, isn't he? No. Can you tell us what you witnessed on the morning of the 7th of January? Of course. At 10 o'clock this morning. I couldn't. 10 o'clock this morning, I was called to the Louvre's Grande Galerie by one of the King's Royal Guards. Did you just say o'clock? There I saw Prince Juan, King Louis Philippe, and the corpse of Major Howell with the rose in hand, and around 24 citizens. The citizens and the king himself all attest to seeing Major Howell taking a rose from Prince Juan's hand, and then promptly dropping dead. And what did the morgue uncover upon examination of the corpse? The coroner determined with absolute certainty that Major Howell died of poisoning. Aside from a prick upon the finger, there was no sign of external harm on Major Howell's body. Therefore, the poisoned rose must have been the cause of death. Putting the pieces together, that does seem very implicative of the prince. I have no further questions. Damn, I was hoping the coroner's report would determine that the guy died of a freak heart attack or something. That would make for a particularly speedy trial, wouldn't it? But no, we aren't so lucky. Something else must be amiss in the old bird's testimony. Right, I'll tear it apart. Your Honor, I wish to cross-examine the Falcon, was it? Don't waste the court's time. A high-ranking police officer would never lie on the witness stand. Oh, I wouldn't accuse the inspector of lying. I just want to make sure that every base is properly covered. Ugh. This sounds like pointless nitpicking to me, but I'll allow it. For now. Go on, Falcon. Do your cross-examination. Cross-examination time. Select a statement. 10 o'clock. I'm gonna go with poisoning. I think it's poisoning. Inspector, you say that the coroner determined... I think this is where I messed up. Determined with certainty that Major Howell was killed by poison. Correct. He stated the signs and symptoms were textbooked. There is no possibility that his death was natural. How was Major Howell poisoned? What was the delivery mechanism? His finger was pricked by the poison rose. He even commented out loud about it seconds before dying. All 22 citizens who witnessed the murder attested to seeing and hearing this. Is there any possibility that he was poisoned by something else? What an absurd thing to ask, JJ. You just heard that 22 people saw the victim prick his finger and die. What are you suggesting? That the pricked finger had no relation to the poisoning? That's exactly what I'm saying. Major Howell. Okay, so they tried... Oh no, you're just making baby face. Not, he doesn't have a moving castle, unfortunately. He's a doggy, though. He did die, protecting the King of France, though. That's exactly what I'm saying. I don't doubt that Major Howell was poisoned, but I do doubt that the rose was the cause. Unbelievable. Only a total buffoon would fail to draw the blatant link here. JJ, as tempting as it is to sit here and lecture you on the basics of cause and effect, I'll end this discussion painlessly. Inspector, please tell the defense that you found traces of poison on the thorns of the rose itself. That should alleviate all doubt that the rose was, in fact, the poison delivery mechanism. Actually, I can't tell him that. I dread to ask, but why not? We didn't check the rose for traces of poison. It just seemed obvious that the rose caused the poisoning, given the timing of the incident.
Well then, now would be a good time to make a test. Here's a marvelous thought. We prick the finger of the defendant with the rose. If there's no poison on the rose, then Prince Juan lives, and he's free to go. If the rose is poisoned and the prince dies, then the prince dies, but that's okay, because the punishment would be just and fitting of the crime.
A marvelous suggestion. What is this, a witch trial? This isn't America, Sephard.
Oh, it's not how we do things here. Oof. Oh, big oof.
Calm your feathers, JJ. It was clearly a joke. There are far more humane ways of testing for poison. I'm sure the inspector will perform his duty with due diligence. Actually, we won't be able to test the rose for poison at all.
Why is that?
Given the dangerous nature of the flower, it was destroyed by the police force. We burned it to ashes.
Such unprofessionalism.
If we have no way to know whether the rose is poisoned, then this whole trial ought to be called into question. Nice try, JJ. But through the process of reasoning by elimination, we can still deduce with absolute certainty that the rose was poisoned. In other words, there was nothing else at the crime scene that could have caused the poisoning. Wrong! There was something else at the crime scene that could have contained the poison, something the investigative police blankly overlooked. Chocolate, yes. Look at this.
What am I supposed to be looking at?
It's the paper wrapper of a piece of chocolate. It was found in the Louvre, the Salle de Tibre to be precise, and we can date its consumption to the day of the incident. You're not suggesting that Major Howell ate a piece of poisoned chocolate moments before he died? I most certainly am. Intriguing. Pretty convincing. Did you see this wrapper at the crime scene for yourself, Inspector? The police force does not have the time nor resources to troll every piece of trash at every crime scene, I'm afraid. In other words, you overlooked it. Astounding unprofessionalism. The prosecution is right to be disgusted. What a disgraceful play, Inspector. I offer my apologies, Your Honor. I don't want your apologies. I want you to do your damn job properly. Get off the witness podium before I kick you off myself. As you wish. I'll take my leave. Until next time, messieurs. So let me get this straight. This chocolate wrapper was found at the crime scene. Correct. And you have reason to believe that it was consumed on the day of the incident. I do. I have an expert food tasting witness who is willing to testify if need be. You have a foodie witness? I don't recall anyone like that. Who on earth are you talking about, Falcon? Oh, I see. But do you know for certain that Major Howell consumed this chocolate? Well, that's a fact we're still investigating. Crap, yeah, I messed it up. Dang it. I see. And do you have evidence that this chocolate was in fact poisoned? Again, that is something that may require a little bit more time to definitively prove. So then in actuality, you do not have evidence that Major Howell consumed some poisoned chocolate. Instead, you have a solitary piece of rubbish that you plucked straight from the gutter. That's weak, even for you, JJ. Let's move things along. I have another witness I would like to summon. Crap! I know I messed it up. He's a man who claims to have an excellent view of people going in and out of the Louvre at any time of the incident. I call upon Monsieur Toussaint Kingley. Who? Could the witness please approach the stand and recite the oath? Hello! Hello, hello! Hello! Oh, right! The oath! I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Please state your full name and occupation for the court record. My name's Toussaint Kingsley, and I'm a person who fishes. A person who fishes? So, are you a fisherman? Oh, is that how it is? I thought the French justice system was better than this. I beg your pardon? Here comes Toussaint Kingsley, the kingfisher. Clearly, he must be a fisherman, because didn't you hear? All kingfishers are fishermen. Well, you're carrying a fishing rod. And? And can a man not carry a fishing rod, reel, and bait without being branded a fisherman? Look, the prosecutor is is carrying a riding crop. Clearly he must be a horse jockey. Oh, for pity's sake, fine, we can list your occupation as person who fishes and not fisherman.
Thank you.
Actually, why do you carry a riding crop, Severin? I've never seen you ride a horse. I don't know, JJ. Why do you, a 30-something-year-old with no health problems, carry a cane? This is veering quite far off the course. Could the prosecution please get back to his questions? Of course, Your Honor. Monsieur Kingley, is it true that you were nearby the Louvre at the time of the incident? Yes, I was sitting up on the... where's that? Railing of the Pont des Arts. Oh, we didn't get to go there. The Pont des Arts, that's the new bridge that's just a stone's throw from the Louvre south entrance, correct? That's right. And what were you doing at the time of the incident? I was fishing. Kingfishers, am I right, Falcon? So you would have had plenty of opportunity to see the people who entered and exited the palace. Can you tell us who you saw? Well, the Louvre's a busy place. Naturally, I saw a lot of people. But 9 a.m., I saw the king, Louis Philippe, himself enter the building. He was surrounded by his entourage, of course. Then around 9:30 a.m., I saw this shifty-looking fox lurking around the entrance. Your Honor, I object to the witness's use of the term shifty-looking. It's vague and biased description. No, really, he looked super shifty. Saw him rubbing his paws and cackling gleefully. Then I saw him take a rose out and carefully rub the stem. Rub the stem of a rose, you say? As if he were applying something to the flower, perhaps? Well, monsieur, I really shouldn't speculate. Of course, it was wrong of me to ask such a leading question. But yeah, it definitely looked like he was putting some powder on the stem. Well, even I wasn't expecting such a bold admission. Members of the court, it looks like we have a direct witnessing of the defendant readying the murder weapon. The defense claims that the rose was never poisoned, and yet here we have a man who saw the poison with his own eyes. I smell perjury. You do? No question. Hold on, be right back. I think you might be right. I wonder if any evidence that calls Toussaint's story into doubt. Your Honor, I would like to cross-examine the witness. Really? This nonsense again? You just heard the witness directly describe your client, readying poison on a rose. What is there to question? I'm just trying to uncover the truth, Your Honor. Ugh, fine. Do your thing. Go on, Falcon. Go make a fool out of yourself. Cross-examination time. Okay. Sitting on the Pont des Arts. King and his entourage. Maybe the powder? Monsieur Kingley, you say you saw the fox rubbing the stem of the rose? Yep, saw it with my own eyes. Are you sure you saw powder? How far away from the entrance are you? 20 meters, perhaps? 30? I'm somewhat doubtful you can make out powder being applied to anything at that sort of distance. Monsieur, I don't claim to have seen the powder itself. I said it looked like he was applying powder to the flower stem. That's the same thing. It could have been a wax or a liquid or whatever, but the guy was definitely putting something on the flower. Oh, what did I do? I see. Well, that's nice and vague. I do, yes. Are you sure it was a rose? Are you certain that the fox was handling a rose and not some other type of flower? Pretty sure. The red petals stand out quite nicely on a gray January morning. So you are confident. You're absolutely sure that you clearly saw a bright red flower in the fox's hands. What are you getting at, JJ? Prince Juan didn't possess a rose, yeah, because she sold her last rose a week ago. I think he might have been in possession of a sprig of monkshood. Or even just a simple daisy. Really? You're claiming that Prince Juan did not possess a rose, despite 22 witnesses testifying to seeing him handing a rose to the king. This is a ludicrous line of inquiry. There is zero doubt that Prince Juan possessed a rose the day of the murder. Agreed. Defense, knock it off with this moronic way of thinking. Oh, crud, no, no, no. I lost favor. No, not about the poisoned rose. Maybe there? You say you were sitting up on the bridge the morning of the incident. Yep. What entrances can you see? I would still use the PogChamp emote if it existed. You can use the frog. It's FrogChamp. Monsieur Kingsley, you had a good view of the Louvre's south entrance, didn't you? Yep, the Pointe d'Arc is a great vantage point for seeing the Grand Gallery's south side. What about the other entrances? You mean like if you were entering from the Tuileries Garden or the Palace du Carrousel? No, I couldn't possibly see those areas from the bridge. But of course that isn't relevant. Monsieur Kingsley witnessed Prince... Oh, but he didn't enter from the south entrance. He entered from the Tuileries. What if he approached... Yes, haha! Came from the west. That's a big what if. Do you have any evidence that Prince Juan entered the Louvre from the Tuileries Garden? Yes, I do have evidence. This one? Yes, it's FrogChamp. Because even the frog's going... I do have... I know what I saw, monsieur. I'm doubtful too. Go on, JJ. Show us this definitive proof that Prince Juan entered from the Louvre from the Tuileries Garden. I do have proof because I have Don Juan. There we go. Look at this. A book page? Page 44 of Don Quixote specifically. We found it outside the Louvre's west entrance. This proves nothing. I'm not done yet. Take a look at this. In the book, Don Quixote. This is the book Prince Juan has been reading in his jail since his arrest. I believe he had it on his person for some time. And yes, page 44 is missing. That was the first thing I checked. You do realize what this means, don't you, Severin? The defendant was present in the Tuileries Garden prior to entering the Louvre. The Louvre, oh god, ooh. Heck yeah, froggers. This means in all likelihood, the defendant entered the Louvre from the west entrance, not the south. He could not possibly have been seen by Monsieur Kingsley from the Pont d'Arc. What? I know what I saw, monsieur. A fine theory, Falcon, but maybe the defendant took the long way around. One can still travel from Tuileries to the Louvre south entrance by walking along the river. An extra 2 kilometers of walking just to enjoy the pre-murder scenery? Let's not say silly things, Cocorico. Okay, maybe the defendant deliberately left the page there to mislead the investigation. Now you're the one who's blindly speculating. It's not blind speculation, it's a viable hypothesis. You are fond of logic, aren't you, Cocorico? Let's talk about Occam's razor. When torn between 2 seemingly equal hypotheses, we must side with the one that imposes the fewest assumptions. Which of these theories takes fewer assumptions? 1. The page from Prince Juan's book fell out of this way to the Louvre south entrance. 2. Prince Juan deliberately planted the page on the off chance that it would be discovered, then took the long way around. How dare you, the nerve of you to lecture me on such basic philosophical concepts! I'll stop lecturing you when you stop making such basic mistakes. Monsieur Falcon, please calm yourself. What is the point of all this yammering? The ultimate point is that Toussaint's testimony is fabricated, made up, utter fiction. No, everything I said is the truth. I suspect that the witness isn't even a fisherman. I'm not a fisherman. See? He admits it himself. That's not what I meant. Yes, innocent, got it. Burn! Sick burn! Prosecutor, you have something to say that will put this arrogant Falcon in his place, don't you? I must concede. You concede? On this point, at least, Falcon's evidence strongly suggests that the key component of Monsieur Kingsley's testimony is false. Ah, no. No. No more Pog. Only Frog. It's FrogChamps. This doesn't mean that Prince Juan is innocent, of course. All Falcon has demonstrated is that this particular witness is unreliable. But I did see something. I did. All right, so maybe I didn't exactly see a shifty-looking fox. I made that part of the story up. But I did see a swan lurking around the south entrance of the morning of the murder. A swan? Do shut up, witness. Your word is mud at this point. How can we possibly trust anything you have to say? Your Honor? Judge Romulus? We're out of time. Oh, thank goodness. I thought I was gonna... I did not have enough evidence for this case. We're 10 minutes overdue to start on the Hare v. Tortoise trial. It's that late already. Curses. I was hoping we would have the case wrapped up in a single trial session. It is a shame, but ultimately, an accurate sentencing is always preferable to a speedy sentencing. Yes, all right, I don't need to hear you moralizing. Court will resume this Friday, the 21st of January at 9 o'clock. Don't be late. Prosecutor, do your damn job. Get this stupid fox a conviction already. I will do my best to ensure that justice is served, Your Honor. A lot came up in that trial, huh? Yeah, no doubt about that. But something's bothering me. Why would that fisherman guy, Monsieur Kingley, lie on the witness stand? Maybe he was coerced. Well, it's possible he was coerced or bribed. That's just what I was thinking. Maybe the real murderer threatened the fisherman into making up the story about Pris Juan. Let's keep an open mind. Anything is possible at this stage. But to be perfectly honest, something else is bothering me about the trial. Definitely Judge Romulus. That dude's sketchy. He's acting without a shred of professionalism. He's obviously more interested in securing a guilty verdict than he is in discovering the truth, but why? Maybe he has a vendetta against Spanish royalty. I'm not so sure. There must be something else at work here. Excuse me, Monsieur Falcon. Sorry to bother you, but this letter just arrived. I think it's for you. A letter for me? I wonder why it wasn't sent to my office. Have you been demoted to courier status, Rupert? Oh, hush, Harrison. I don't need to be pitied by a first-year dropout. Ooh, good comeback. So what does the letter say, Falcon? It's a threat. A threat made out with cut-out newspaper letters. Whoa, I didn't know those things actually existed. Let me see. Falcon. Stop your investigation, or there will be consequences. Scary. There's no question that this letter originated from Major Howell's murderer. He, or she, must be aware that we're getting close to uncovering the truth. Sounds about right. But why would a person write with cut-out newspaper letters like this? Masking one's handwriting would be the most common reason. Although I can't help but wonder why they would bother, since we don't have any handwriting samples to compare it to. We're still going ahead with our investigation, though, right? Oh, absolutely, yeah. If a lawyer were deterred every time they received a threatening letter, they would never get any work done. Besides, with only 3 days before the next trial, we can't afford to be worrying about petty things like this. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, happy days. Friday, Saturday, happy days. Wow, you're right. Let's make those days count. And this is where I'm going to save for the night. A new day. And we're not going to continue until next week, Tuesday, with this, but on Saturday, what's the date for Saturday? The 9th, we're going to be doing a group stream again, and I think 2 of them are in the chat right now. So we will see you then. I think it'll be at 4 or 5 Pacific Standard Time. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate it, and I hope you all have a good day. Bye.